Good day, sir. Good day, classmates. Through this video presentation that our group has prepared, we will going to present to you the principle of progression and the principle of overload. We hope that you will gonna learn something on our presentation. So, happy learning!
So a pleasant morning to everyone. So in this video, we are going to tackle the principles of progression. So first, let us define what is the principle of progression is. So the principle of progression states that as your body adapts to your exercise routine, you have to change it up. So this can mean gradually increasing the weight, duration, or intensity of your weight training in order to see the growth or the results of the exercise. So we have to understand also the overload principle. So the overload principle says that the intensity with which an exercise is done must be high enough above the individual's normal range for any desired psychological adaptation or the muscle growth to occur. Put it simply, if you want to see the results when lifting weights, you have to lift more weight than your muscles can physically handle at that time. So, and the only way your body physically changes and grows is if the muscles are taxed to the point where they must grow stronger to lift that weight. So when the muscles fiber are taxed in this manner, it causes micro tears in the fibers. So when you rest, these repair themselves and grow back stronger than before. So the overload process causes the muscle fiber to grow stronger and sometimes bigger in order to handle the additional weight.
Why progression is important? Progression is a natural part of any exercise routine. Runners push themselves to run farther and swimmers dare themselves to swim faster, just as people lifting weights may want to be able to lift heavier or longer. It is important to regularly make headway on your strength goals by following the principles of progression and overload. If you stagnate at a set weight, eventually your muscles won't break down and build back up stronger. They all simply maintain their strength. It is also important not to always work at high intensities, which could lead to overtraining. Sometimes progressing is as simple as changing the exercise you're doing to something different. Why progression is important? Progression in resistant training can enhance neurological adaptation, which supports balance and coordination. Increase muscular size and strength, making your body more functional capable. Improve energy levels and increase metabolic rate and glycogen capacity. Some example of progression include performing a single leg balance to reaching movement, performing squats or deadlift on a single leg, or performing lunges that step into a single leg balance, performing hopping exercise landing on one leg and balance. What does overtraining mean? Overtraining is a situation that occurs when a person engaged in excessive exercise or physical activity without following his or her body adequate time for recovery. Overtraining stresses the body system to such a degree that the individual may experience physical and mental harm. This condition is sometimes called overtraining syndrome. How to avoid overtraining? To prevent overtraining, schedule regular rest day after long or demanding workouts. Take a break from targeting a muscle group for 1 or 2 days if you do weight or resistance training. At the same time, Don't allow for too much time to lapse between workout sessions. Have a rest period during your workout. Signs and symptoms of overtraining. First, not eating enough. Weightlifters who maintain an intense training schedule may also cut back on calories. Soreness, strain, and pain. Overuse injuries. Fatigue. Reduced appetite and weight loss. Irritability, agitation. Persistent injuries or muscle pain. Decline in performance. Workouts feel more challenging. Disturbed sleep. Decreased immunity or illness. Weight gain and loss of motivation. Frequency. How often you work out can depend on a number of factors. 2 to 3 days per week is the recommended frequency for full body strength training. If you start off lifting weight just once a week, you can progress by upping it to 2 or 3. If you split your strength workout between the upper and lower body, you may try incorporating an additional day for each.
Good day sa inyong lahat. Ang topic na binigay sa akin is intensity. Intensity is how hard you work out during a session. Variables that affects intensity can include the type of exercise, number of sets and repetitions, and the amount of weight you lift. You can adapt the intensity of your workout to your strength goals. In other words, intensity refers to how hard your body is working during physical activities. So, nakadepende ito dun sa kung gaano kahirap yung mga ginawa mo dun sa working or dun sa mga exercise na ginagawa mo. Na tapos kasi sa intensity kasi is there's a different level, which is exercise describes as low, moderate, and vigorous exercise vigorous intensity ng exercise natin. Alam naman natin na tackle naman na natin yun. Pero ito yung mga kind of intensity ng mga exercise natin, which is low intensity is walking, dance, and other long duration activities generally is safe but time consuming with very little effects on fitness. Nandun na rin yung mga examples ng mga activities na nandun or mga na-execute ng mga low intensity lang na exercise na yun nga siya na nakaka-exercise nga siya pero long term yung niya, nakaka-time consuming masyado. Tapos alam rin naman natin yung moderate intensity, which activities plus lightweight lifting, minimal muscle activities, and short life process and limited wellness outcomes. And safety depends on movement, speed, and form. So, nandun sa moderate intensity kasi is nakadepende kung paano mo siya execute, kung paano mo siya gagawin. Kasi medyo humirap na siya, hindi kagaya ng low intensity na nakaka-exercise ka nga tapos nakakaano ka naman ng masyadong time consuming. Ito naman kasi sa moderate, mabilis na siya, hindi na siya kagaya nung papetics lang na sinasabi nila. Which ang examples niya is playing double tennis and walking fast. Diba? Pag naglalakad ka na ng mabilis, medyo safe nga siya pero depende na sa speed and form mo. Malay mo, bigla kang nadapa. Diba? Meron rin konting risk na mangyayari. Tapos, familiar rin naman tayo sa high intensity, which will stimulate gains in fitness if overtraining does not occur but generally increase risk for overuse and injuries. Dito sa high intensity kasi sobra na siya, masyado na siyang ine-execute dapat kagaya ng parang Tabata, 'di ba? Masyado na siyang maraming mga exercise na nakapaloob doon. Tapos masyado na siyang intense. Tapos familiar rin po ba kayo doon sa sinasabi nilang right intensity, 'di ba? 'Di ba lahat ng kulang at sobra is nakakasama sa ating katawan. So sa right intensity kasi is optimize muscle activations and scheduling which drives powerful total body results, increase in muscle quality, improve cardiovascular vitality, bone health, and other vital wellness outcomes. So, some exercise, there's a different intensity na dapat tama lang dun sa katawan ng nag-execute. Kagaya kunyari, hindi naman natin alam kung itong exercise ba is kayang-kaya pa ng katawan natin. Dapat yung exercise na execute natin yung dapat sakto lang dun sa katawan. Kasi hindi naman natin hawak yung age natin. Alam naman natin na tumatanda na tayo. Hindi na natin kayang gawin yung mga dati nating kayang gawin. Kagaya ng dati, kayang-kaya mong yung trembling ngayon, hirap ka na, ganun, 'di ba? Yung pag-exercise mo dati na kayang-kaya mo mag 50 push-ups sa ilang minuto lang, ngayon hirap ka na kasi tumatanda nga tayo. Dapat na inaano rin natin yung right na intensity sa ating katawan.
So what is type in FITT? This refers to what kind of exercise you'll be doing or what activities you do. In cardiovascular endurance, example are swimming, running, walking, jogging, and aerobics like Zumba. In strength training, example are squats, push-up, planking, and lunges.
Duration or time. The duration of your workout is also malleable. If you're doing a workout like weightlifting session, it may take you longer to complete your desired number of sets and reps for each muscle group. Split or targeted workouts, on the other hand, may take less time. Weightlifting workout can build your strength, build muscle, and improve your endurance. When your workout becomes easy or you feel like you could keep going, and after completing your desired sets and reps, it may be time to change it up. An effective way to progress is to hit your target reps and sets for an exercise, then increase the weight by a small amount the next time you perform the exercise. But for some reasons, if your body are not ready to increase too quickly or more on improvement, can cause overload that it can cause also to injury issues and muscle damage. For example of duration or time, exercises are running, elliptical trainer, cycling, and swimming. And that would be all. Thank you.
How to practice progression. When your workout becomes easy and you feel like you could keep going after completing your start sets and reps, it may be time to change it up. So, the principle of progression states that as your body adapts to your exercise routine, you have to change it up. This can mean gradually increasing the weight, duration, or intensity of your weight training in order to see growth. An effective way to progress is to hit your target reps and sets for an exercise, then increase the weight by a small amount the next time you perform the exercise. For example, if you do 3 sets of 8 reps at 60 pounds successfully, up to the weight to 65 pounds on a subsequent attempt. And another example is if mag-stairs, pwede kang gumawa ng 10 repetitions sa first week. Then sa second week, pwede ka nang gumawa ng 12 or 15 repetitions. And sa third week, pwede mo ulit dagdagan and pwede mo nang gawin ng 15 to 20 repetitions. And kung gusto mo naman mag-jogging, pwede ka naman tumakbo ng 2 rounds sa oval and sa next day, pwede mo nang dagdagan ng isa pang round or half round. Both progression and overload can be achieved by using the FIT approach to guide your changes. So FIT is for frequency, is for how often you train, intensity is for how hard you train, time is for how long you train, and type the kind of training you do. So it's unlikely you will be able to hit the new target each time. If you only do 6 or 7 reps after increasing the weight, that is still considered a success. Your goal should be outperform your previous try even slightly. Even though it might not be consistent, a little progress is still progress. Targeting similar muscle groups with different exercises is also an effective way to build strength. For example, if you are working your triceps, try including skull crushers, tricep dips, and other tricep exercise in your routine instead of sticking to just one. Tips for progression. The progression principle instructs that overload process should not be increased too quickly or improvement is unlikely to occur. Progression should be small or incremental. Overload that is increased too rapidly can result in injury, issues, or muscle damage. For example, jumping from 50 pounds to 100 pounds in one session is too much for the body to handle. Instead, stick to small increases. Exercising above the target zone is counterproductive and can be dangerous, potentially in injuries. Yes, so as you increase your workout or exercise, dapat piliin yung sakto lang para hindi sumakit yung muscles or katawan, and okay lang na dun sa dahan-dahan na proseso kasi may progress naman na nangyayari kaysa sa minabadali at imbes na lumakas yung katawan, mas nagkakaroon pa ng injury. You shouldn't expect to increase your weight or reps at every workout or even every week. Building muscle takes time, but if you've been lifting the same for a few weeks or months, it might be time to switch it up.